It's 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. You're in a mid-tier chain hotel in a city you flew into for a 9 a.m. meeting, and you paid $189 for the privilege. You're lying on top of the covers, staring at the ceiling, and the wall behind your head hums every time the elevator moves. The air conditioner clicks on, then off, then on again. You have 4 hours before your alarm, and you already know you're not going to sleep through any of them. Here's what you didn't notice when you dropped your bag. Your room number ends low, which means you're near the elevator bank and the ice machine. There's a connecting door to the next room, and that door is a thin panel, not a real wall. There's a bright strip of hallway light under your door because the seal is cheap and worn. And that faint chlorine smell? You're right by the pool equipment room. You didn't pick this room. It was handed to you at the front desk. And it was handed to you for a reason. Now, here's what most people do about all this. They book early. They read the reviews. They pick the hotel with 4 stars instead of 3 and figure they've done their homework. I did the responsible thing, they tell themselves. And then they end up in the worst room on the floor anyway. Because booking early doesn't do what you think it does. The site you booked on cares about price and star rating. It does not care which specific room you get. Neither does the confirmation email sitting in your inbox. You booked a room type. You did not book a room. The actual room, the one with the number on the door, gets decided later by someone else at a counter you walk up to for 90 seconds. And the folks who chase this harder don't fare much better. They pay for loyalty tiers. They rack up annual fees on travel credit cards. They spend real money buying status. And they still get put above the bar on a Saturday night because status gets you a note in a system, not a guarantee of silence. So let me tell you what I actually know. For 2 decades, I ran operations for an airline. I was the person on the other side of the counter when a flight got canceled and 300 people needed somewhere to sleep. I spent more nights than I can count negotiating rooms with hotels at midnight. And I learned how that side of the desk really works. There was one hotel operations manager I dealt with for years, a guy who'd run front desks his whole career. And he was the one who finally spelled it out for me. He told me the thing almost no traveler understands. The room you get is not fixed. It is chosen. And the person choosing has far more room to move than you'd ever guess. Upgrades, quiet floors, late checkouts, waived fees. Most of it sits in their hands, and most of it moves the moment someone simply knows how to ask. That's the whole secret behind everything I'm about to show you. Not a hack, a conversation. So here's my promise. 12 things frequent travelers do that tourists never learn. Most of them cost nothing. Most of them you can use tonight, in under a minute, with a single sentence at the front desk or one phone call before you arrive. But the real lesson is bigger than any one trick. It's this: the front desk has been waiting for you to ask, and almost nobody ever does. That confirmation email you trust to protect you stops working the second you walk through the door. What protects you after that is knowing what to say. Before I hand you the 12, you need to understand one thing about how a hotel actually works. Because it changes how every single one of these lands. You never really bought a room. You bought a room type. A king, a double, a suite. Which specific room behind which specific door gets attached to your name happens later. Usually the morning you arrive. Sometimes the moment you're standing at the counter. And it's decided by a person with a screen, not a rule. That person has more control than you'd believe. They can move you to a better room for free. They can block you from the noisy floor. They can hand you a late checkout, waive a fee, empty a fridge, find you a room that's already clean. Most of that never touches money. It touches inventory that's just sitting there. And here's the part that runs under everything. It all bends on how full the place is. A half-empty hotel has good rooms nobody's paying for, and a clerk who'd rather give one away than let it sit. A sold-out hotel has nothing, no matter who you are. So timing and asking beat status almost every time. Keep that in your head. Now let's go. First one, book direct, then call the actual hotel. When you book through a third-party site, the property makes less on you, and their system knows it. You get flagged as low priority for upgrades. Book on the hotel's own site instead, then call the front desk directly, not the toll-free reservation line, and mention you're looking forward to your stay. That call puts a note on your reservation. A note is a person. A person is everything. Second, learn the exact words that get you a good room. When you check in, don't say somewhere quiet. Say high floor, away from the elevator, no connecting room if you have it. That phrasing tells the clerk you know the difference, and it's specific enough to act on. Add away from the ice machine and vending. You just described the best room on the floor without demanding anything. Third, check in later, not earlier, if you want an upgrade. Morning, the hotel doesn't know yet how full its night will be. By mid-afternoon, it does. It knows which nice rooms nobody claimed. That's exactly when a clerk can release one to you, because now it's found money instead of a gamble. Roll in around 3 or 4 and ask kindly what's available. Fourth, get your late checkout the night before. Everybody asks at 11 a.m. on the way out, when the front desk is slammed and the answer is a flat no. Ask the evening before instead. The clerk can see the next day's arrivals right there. If the morning looks slow, noon or 1 o'clock is often yours. Free, no argument. Fifth, mention the occasion, but only a real one. Birthday, anniversary, first big trip. Say it plainly. Don't perform it. Hotels keep small things on hand for exactly this. A better room, a bottle of wine, a dessert sent up. It costs them almost nothing, and it makes their day to give it. But mean it. They can tell. Sixth, and this is the one that outperforms everything else. Ask, is there anything you can do for me? Then stop talking. That question hands the clerk the wheel without you making a single demand. It gives them permission to be generous. And underneath it, the real move is simpler still. Be genuinely kind to the person at the desk. They get yelled at all day. The traveler who's warm and easy gets the room the angry one will never see. Seventh, take back the mini fridge. Half these fridges are packed with sensor-loaded snacks you're afraid to breathe near. Call down and ask them to empty it, so you can store your own water and food. They'll usually do it, and while you're at it, ask for a couple bottles of water sent up. It's often free, especially if you've signed up for the chain's rewards program, which is free too. Eighth, silence the air conditioner that clicks all night. That wall unit under the window has a hidden habit. It cycles, snapping on to cool, off when it's done, on again, over and over, and that switching is what wakes you. Most of these units have a setting that runs the fan without stopping. Look for a fan mode marked continuous or on instead of auto. Steady air, no jolt every 20 minutes. Sleep follows. Ninth, close the 2 gaps in your door. See that bright line of hallway light along the bottom and the crack near the hinge? That's where noise pours in too. Flip the metal privacy latch out and rest a rolled hand towel over it, wedged in the door frame. It pulls the door tighter and kills the light leak. A rolled towel along the floor gap finishes the job. Small thing. Whole different night. 10th, skip the early check-in line entirely. Asking for early check-in gets you a no, because standard check-in is 3. Ask a different question. Is any room of my type already clean and ready? Housekeeping does a batch first thing every morning. Sometimes yours is done by 10:30. You didn't ask them to bend a rule. You asked what already exists. 11th, don't fight the resort fee. Get it credited. Those mandatory fees, $25, $40 a night for a resort experience, are often softer than they look. If the pool's closed, or the gym's down, or the shuttle isn't running, you're being charged for something you can't use. Say that calmly at checkout. Ask for the fee to come off. Regulators have been circling these charges for exactly this reason, and hotels know it. Half the time, it disappears. 12th, photograph the room the minute you walk in. Before you touch anything, take pictures. The minibar, any scuff on the wall, a stain on the carpet, the state of the bathroom, time-stamped right there on your phone. This is the habit almost no tourist has, and it's the one that saves you when a mystery charge for damage or a consumed snack shows up on your final bill. You've got proof. The charge comes off. That's how the people on the other side of the counter protect themselves, and now it's how you do too. Look back at that list and notice what almost none of it cost you. Not points, not status, not a card with an annual fee. It cost a question and a little kindness. The levers were sitting there the whole time, and nobody ever told you to reach for them. So do one thing on your next trip. Before you arrive, call the property directly and ask for a high floor, away from the elevator. One call, 60 seconds. Watch how different that room feels. If this saved you a bad night, subscribe and stick around. Next time, I'll show you how frequent flyers get moved to better seats without paying a dime for the upgrade. See you then.